The government has continued to insist that no Christmas party took place on that date, although it is clear that a social gathering did take place. Yet, Number 10 has refused to explain how this complied with the rules in place at the time. Let's take a look at how the story unfolded. Do you know what my Christmas party was last year, Tim? A wank. A minced pie and a wank, because that was all I was allowed to do according to Her Majesty's government's COVID rules. Meanwhile, in Number 10, how are these fuckers not in fucking prison? Matt Hancock should be in prison, whether he's broken the law or not. He just looks like he'd go down a treat in a big men's prison, is all I'm saying. How can these lying bastards not just melt with shame? The people who have been setting the rules have not been following the rules. That's been clear for some time. Dominic Cummings, Matt Hancock, Number 10. Their obstinate refusal to wear face masks in public whilst encouraging us all to do so. How can anyone expect anyone else to follow the rules? Is it any wonder half the country are going like, fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. How can you blame anyone for going maskless and unvaccinated into a care home and licking a granny? Urinating on their knitting. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. Who could blame them? Because that's essentially what the government is doing to us, pissing on our knitting. They're on the fucking take, and what they're taking is the fucking piss. How much more of this shit does this country have to take? How many more lies to our face can we take? How much more gaslighting and moonlighting on a board of directors? How much more high-grade cocaine has to be snorted in the House of Commons disabled toilets whilst denying hungry children food before the entire country is shouting, fuck you, I won't do what you tell me? During a global pandemic, anarchy is not really what we need. There is no trust left for this government to lose. Inbred aristocrats with a Bentley and a nanny making decisions for us all about things they will never understand whilst using my taxes to buy cheese and wine for a party that didn't happen whilst I'm sat at home alone with my dick in my hand. A government that purports to love Great Britain, yet shows open disdain for its institutions, the NHS, the welfare state, teachers, judges, the courts. They hate the BBC and Channel 4. They lie to the Queen, and they treat the great British public with contempt at every given opportunity. Who told us Brexit was all about sovereignty of Parliament, whilst continually spraying their truffle-laced turds all over parliamentary procedure whenever the desire takes them. You can't be accused of breaking the rules if you've just ripped them up. And Boris is just the face of this nasty cabal of parasites, a fraudster, a showman, the figurehead of a dysfunctional political culture whose failure to grasp basic details and whose misjudgment around scandals, whose indecision and laissez-faire attitude towards the most vulnerable in our society has left people dead and dying. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. Although I am fully vaccinated and am happy to wear a mask for the time being. But that's my choice. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me unless I want to do it. Well, quite a mixed week for the Prime Minister. His wife, Carrie, gave birth yesterday to a healthy baby girl.